You want me to? I think so. He looks like it. Yeah, you're good. You want to do me like that Zuckerberg picture?
What Zuckerberg?
The one I sent to the big dad. My boy doesn't even ask for Zins anymore. He just looks at me like this. Oh, well, I'll be damned if we ain't back with the
Jagaloons!
show, you sons of guns.
It's about time.
I love you and your mother and her big buxom breasts. Not you, but our fans. Our ones that love my toes so much. I got to keep my toes. Actually, I'll get a few followers.
Yeah.
Get a few more followers.
Dangle him for a little bit, tease him a little bit.
Andrew. My friend Andrew, my brother.
Me?
Yes. Free
I
your
don't know
mind.
if anybody knows.
Free your mind with me as your vessel. What's eating at you?
Oh, dude.
What is eating away at you?
I had one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen in my life just happen. I was bringing in my trash cans. Well, the one remaining trash can, which was compost. So, compost bin. You know what goes in the compost bin, right? Fucking sticks and leaves and...
Yeah, mush.
Yeah, gunk.
Yeah. I didn't even know sticks and leaves went in. I thought it was just like banana peels and like bones.
No, anything natural.
All right.
But natural occurring items.
Yeah,
well,
I hear you. I get it.
Which I guess what I'm going to get to might be a naturally occurring item, but anyway, I'm pulling in my fucking compost bin. I look down and I see a fucking squirt can and a water bottle. And I'm like, fucking, this ain't recycling. It's a little frustrating, but whatever. I wheel it back to where I put it in, and I go to retrieve these items, put them in the proper receptacle. The water bottle is full of fucking piss.
By your shit?
In my bin. Somebody dumped a frothy, full bottle of piss.
Holy
Dark
shit.
yellow bottle of piss.
They peed on your home?
No, they peed in a water bottle and then dumped it.
And then they dumped it. They discarded it on your home. They peed on your house.
Practically, yeah.
That's insane.
Somebody else's piss is on my house, yeah.
That's absolutely unjustifiable.
It's disgusting.
Was it warm still? Oh, it's
I
obviously
didn't touch
warm.
it.
It's outside.
I didn't touch it. I'm not going to touch it.
So you're leaving it in the compost?
No, I'm going to...
It is natural waste.
That's what I'm saying. It is. But I might get charged for the plastic that it's contained in. Yeah, no, you will. You will.
Say that.
You get charged hella for compost.
But how do they know?
They go through it.
But don't they just take a machine and pour it all into the back?
Yeah, but the next week, I don't know.
I think that's a sham. I think it's a scare tactic.
I've gotten charged before.
I know. I'm not saying you don't get charged ever.
No,
I'm saying
I've gotten charged before.
For what'd you do?
It was like they said the plastic that we were wrapping the compost in wasn't like proper, and then I just kept doing it. Never got charged again.
Yeah, because like they our landlords told us that or they told Robbie or some shit. I don't know where Robbie got this idea, but they told him that if the trash isn't in a bag, if there's any trash outside of a bag, we can get fined. And like in the regular dumpster, like the trash bin. And I'm like, dude, how? How are they gonna know? I mean, I'm not saying to do it. I'm not saying do it out of spite. I think that's lame.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm leaving the house and I'm eating like a banana, and I don't want my peel in my car.
Sure.
Just chuck it in the fucking trash.
Yeah.
What's the problem with that? See, that's it's biodegradable, so it's different. But like, my recycling bin, I think our recycling bin, they say that it's supposed to be bagged too, but I've never bagged it. I just chuck bottles and boxes and smacks and everything in there. That's wild though. You just got to see, it's probably just the shittiest looking guy that walked past your house today.
I found somebody that dumped, but it turned out...
Deep investigation.
Yeah. I was going through my files, and I found a larger individual that I was like, surely this is it. I zoomed and enhanced. It was the fucking squirt can. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably what you thought. Yeah, that's pretty
despicable.
wild. That's
Despicable.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
There's a this is kind of unrelated, but kind of related to. There's a bottle guy in my neighborhood. Is there a bottle guy here?
He like comes and collects the bottles?
Bottle man, homeless bottle man. Yeah.
No, not in this area.
I've had a homeless bottle man since forever. I remember. I remember hearing him rummaging around outside on a Sunday, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And Rob was like, "That's bottle man, plastic man."
Yeah. Bottle guy's got to get his
More
fucking...
power to him. I wasn't gonna use it.
He's got to get his nut, you know?
I might just stash a pee bottle in there next time.
Yeah, show him what's for.
Listen, bottle man.
Hey,
I'll pee in your cart. That's
that was
cool.
the most jarring thing I've ever seen.
I can see how that could be jarring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, it's good you didn't touch it.
No.
Yeah, I would just leave it where it is.
Saw it coming a mile away.
Good Lord, if only you could find the culprit, dude. There must be.
I'm going to do some more digging.
You said I've been doing some deep digging,
Yeah.
dude.
It happened like 5 minutes before you got here, so I wasn't able to do that much research, but
that's wild.
I will. I'll find him.
Yeah.
I'll track him down.
You gotta track.
It has to be him.
Quick pissa.
Yeah, wicked quick pissa.
Wicked quick pissa. No, he definitely just stashed he probably had that piss bottle in his car. If you're,
I'm thinking. You know who my main suspects are?
Who's that?
One, because they don't get bathroom breaks. Amazon delivery people.
Oh yeah. Did you get Amazon today?
I didn't, but it's a neighborhood. Yeah, somebody's got to get Amazon around here. It's got to be Amazon. The thing is, though, I've gone through all the videos since my compost was collected today.
Too much power, dude. You got too much power with these cameras. This guy's obsessed.
I like it.
He loves the cameras.
I hate it because I get so many notifications every day. The second anybody walks in front of that
I'd
house.
imagine I would turn them off immediately.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
I would turn them off so quick.
And the thing is, I haven't looked at them until just now. Now they come in handy.
I would literally turn them off, and then I do like Tinder the same way. Like I turn them off and I just get on the app sometimes.
Sure.
And I would just get on the app one night and there'd be someone in my house. I wouldn't even know. Because I would check it.
Well, there's no cameras in the house, but yeah.
Well, not in my house. There would be cameras.
Oh, sure.
I'm kind of a Tony Montana type of guy.
Yeah.
So I need that type of extra protection.
Well, you know the whole setup, that was like nice in the cabinet. That was like the 4 cameras. That's down. That's been down for a minute.
Well, it's all in this thing now.
So now I have to.
Welcome to 2025.
Exactly.
It's kind of bullshit, to be honest.
I know. I like just standing.
Because when your internet was down, you couldn't check it, huh?
Yeah.
Fuckery.
Right.
You see what they're doing to you people?
You should let the people, or maybe we can save it for escalator pitch.
What is it?
The thing that you were talking about, the movie idea.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I think we should do.
We'll drill it. We'll do it into GPT.
Yeah.
We'll drill it into.
Which,
GPT.
speaking of, fucking militarized Chat GPT as of now.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's gonna start fucking shooting us.
It's gonna start fucking shit up,
dude.
We're gonna be like.
You're gonna just get like.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, did you mean bomb Sudan?" It's like,
did you mean Israel's the best?
Yeah. Did you? No. Well, that's been in GPT. That's
American GPT.
That's been in the GPT. But it's gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna like hallucinate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna hallucinate. They're like. Wait. So it's the use of government owns GPT, or government's now using GPT for their own.
I think OpenAI just got a contract with the government.
Yeah, so they can use it.
Yeah, people are being like, ChatGPT is now fucking militarized, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to be like, who's the most dangerous place in America, in the world? And they're going to be like, the Congo.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, just nuke bomb the Congo. And they're going to be like, did you mean that? They're going to be like, actually, I was wrong. It's actually Madagascar. They're just getting rid of Africa piece by piece. That'd be fucked up, dude. If militarized GPT was just deployed.
Madagascar doesn't need to go.
I mean,
it's got all the lemurs and shit.
It doesn't need to.
No, what?
Do they really have lemurs?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Are all those animals really on Madagascar? Because Madagascar is like a desert, right?
Well, not like the ones that went from the zoo, but the ones that they met there.
Yeah. There was no other lions, huh? No other lions. No other zebras. It was hippos.
There's no lions on an island.
It was hella hippos.
That was Madagascar too, when they went to like I think mainland Africa.
That was Moto likes
you. I think dude, Moto likes you.
Fuck, dude, I resonate with Moto. I'm just across the bar.
Yeah, I'm just a fat hippo.
Holy shit, dude! I just went to adjust my glasses because I was wearing them for. I don't know how you don't do that by just habit. I do it just so adjust much. Them? Yeah.
So I'm not Jack, and they don't just sit here all day.
I'm just a greasy nosed boy, and they fucking slide off my nose.
No, mine do too, but.
Oh, God,
keep them pretty tight.
Fucking. Yeah.
How'd the set go tonight?
Funny you should ask.
Yeah.
It didn't go. Sometimes you spend 6 hours stressing about a joke and rehearsing it in your head and even out loud in your bedroom like a crazy person.
I mean, you need to.
And then you get to the mic and everybody says, "Hey, you look depressed tonight. Well, what's wrong? Are you going through something?" And you say, "No, I'm really scared. I'm gonna mess up this joke that I've been working on that I really want to work."
Sure, you're just stressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're
not
go
depressing,
up.
you're stressing.
No, I'm stressing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm depressing because sometimes you go up and you try that joke that you worked so hard on to remember, and you forget everything. Forget everything. I forgot everything. I fucked it up. I fucked up the words. I fucked up the punchline to like the final punchline.
You need to get okay with like just reading like a new joke. Like that's fine.
It's so shitty. The only person that does that well, there's 2 open mic comics that do that well. It's Yusuf Ali and Justin. That Justin Borland kid.
Sure.
He's great at just reading the jokes and it comes off. But I can't. I just don't like.
But when
it's
your
anyone
first
else
time
does that,
doing it, like
well,
it's not
really my
it
first
up.
time either. And it's it's like a story, so it's like I should know it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's my logic in my head. It's like this is if I'm gonna be telling a joke that's a story that's like it should feel real because it is. So I hate just that. I don't know. I hate it. I hate the reading. I try to read it, but it just looks too stupid. You're like doing this, and then I'm like doing this. It's just like ridiculous.
You just gotta get comfortable with delivering it, though.
I mean, yeah, you gotta memorize it, but yeah, it takes.
I know,
time.
but
It takes time.
like, and saying it out loud in your room by yourself will help, but like,
of course,
it's not gonna do anything.
Well,
until you do it in front of people.
I know that. I know that now, especially right now. I know that more than ever. Right now.
I know, but the next time it happens, you're like, no, I can't read it.
No, I mean, I don't want to read it. To be honest, I'd rather fuck it up trying to go off the dome than read it off. Even if, I mean, like, if it works reading off, that's cool. But I honestly think that if I get a laugh from it off the dome, it's just meant to be. I don't know. I could start reading it, but I don't like it. Sometimes I read jokes. I read one-liner jokes. Like, I read, like,
sure.
Like those are, I do that like.
Well, those like you can't fuck up the wording really.
No, also they're like, all my one-liners are like, I don't know, they're just like silly. So it looks normal. Like I just, you know, like the Egypt joke. Like today, just as a one-line, I didn't do well on that joke. So I was just like, yeah, I fucking don't give a fuck about, call me a nihilist, I don't give a fuck about Egypt. And it like brought people back, but it's still like, yeah, I didn't bomb. I didn't bomb by any means. My joke, I did the joke about the girl wanting me to eat the cum. I did that joke, and that did all right, parts of it. And then I did the Egypt joke, and then some other shit. But the main joke I wanted to try was this joke about having youngest child syndrome. It's fucking
what child syndrome?
Youngest child syndrome.
Oh, sure.
It's something I self-diagnosed myself with, where it's like. I just go on this whole spree about how like I'm forgetting the first part right now, but it's basically like I was the 4th child, so like by the time I was born, my parents were like, you know, catch up, you know, look around, figure it out.
Yeah.
And so and like even that, like on top of that, like
these are your parents.
Yeah. Like they were just done with like the whole caring part and raising.
Yeah, sure.
So and so like on top of that, like I was also like the youngest, so I was getting little broed constantly. Like I was getting little broed by my brothers, I was getting little broed by my dad. Worst was my mom. And I was like one time, and I tell a fictional story. This is where it chops up. This is where I start to forget shit, because I wrote a fictional story, but it's supposed to be funny. Where I'm like, you know, I brought home a spelling test I got an A, and I was so proud. I brought it home to my mom, and I was like, look, you know, I got them all right. And she was like, oh, that's cute. Here's a check for $6,000. I work nights, 12-hour shifts. You think I give a fuck if you can spell restaurant? I make $22 an hour literally saving lives. I got double bonus pay last night, but a man died in my arms. He had 7 kids. Spell bag chaser, bitch. I'm a hustler. That's the joke.
Yeah.
I forgot, like halfway through it, I was like, blah, blah, blah. I just forgot everything. And then the punchline is I said, I started off the joke, I'm like, I have youngest child syndrome. First I'll say why, then I'll say what. I forgot to say what. I was gonna say, so basically, the I don't even say I do that joke, and then I'm like, so basically, I don't know how to receive compliments. Like the other day, I had a good set. Someone was like, "Good set," and I just went, "That's nothing." And then that's the joke. Completely forgot that last part. Completely forgot halfway through the rant about my mom shitting on me. Completely forgot that last part, and I was just like, well, anyways.
I mean, you know,
Just had to move on. I did the.
I bet you won't forget next time.
Yeah, no. The positive, I did rewrite a joke, the devil's advocate joke. Did I tell you that one?
Devil's advocate.
Or I'm like, I played devil's advocate with the Satanist. He just agreed with everything I said. It was pretty fun. I was trying to do the opposite. I was just pretty redundant. I did that joke. I rewrote it, but I delivered it better than that, obviously. But I did that joke and it worked finally. So that was good. I rewrote that and it worked. So it was a plus, but it was like the biggest crowd at the Barkley Open mic I've ever
seen.
Ever seen. Yeah, it was like shit packed because Vance, you know the older guy Vance with the very barrel chested like 60 or 70-year-old man.
Oh no, I went there once.
He's been doing comedy in LA for like 40 years, so he knows everyone. So he brought he brought two famous comedians. Like one of the dudes has a show on Hulu. He's performing at the show Vance is putting on at the Barkley tonight. So like the crowd was packed.
Sure.
And
what was the famous comedian's name?
I don't even know. Don't even know his name. But he has a Hulu show that he wrote and he's in. But
Hulu show.
But yeah, no, that was pretty ass. But I listened back to every time I always think it's worse than it is. I listen back to the tape. It's still not good. It's still not a good set, but it's not as bad as I felt. It's not as bad as I felt.
Especially when things don't go the way you want it to go, it's always going to feel worse than how it actually went.
On to the next one. I'm just trying to put my feet in the camera right now and get a couple extra subscribers. Yeah.
We know you're out there.
I don't even know if we've talked about that on the podcast, but I don't know if it just the guy who likes our feet. I love you, but I think you're gross at the same time. But
no, I don't. I'm not judging you. You do you.
He's not judging you, but I am. But yeah,
hello.
He's got a little dirty sockies too.
Yeah,
covered in piss. Probably been walking in that guy's piss too. I bet that guy was pissing in the bottle all the way up your driveway.
It was at the end of the driveway. Didn't make it in the driveway.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I will see about that. I will see. I will find out. I will find you and I will kill you.
Other than that,
fucking Liam Neeson playing Liam Neeson.
I think it might work.
I don't know, man.
I saw it the first time I saw it. I was like, "This is."
He did have one of the first time I saw it, I think I blacked out during the trailer. I was just like, "There's no way this is it. This is like this has to be like a fake trailer for the Naked Gun."
Yeah, I think I talked over the trailer.
I watched the trailer and I was like, ah.
You were like,
and then I remembered Liam Neeson has like one of the funniest scenes in Ted.
What does he do?
He's like when Ted's working at the grocery store and comes up and he's like, I want to buy this box of tricks, but it says it's only for kids. Is that a legal issue?
Dude, Liam Neeson is great.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's like Adam Driver, where it's like he plays it so fucking seriously that it's hilarious.
Yeah,
like even the most absurd shit. Because I think he's also in the other Seth MacFarlane movie.
I think that is the joke. You know, you can't make him a silly guy.
No.
So you have to make him like dead serious, but like just dumb.
Yeah, but Naked Gun is so slapstick fun. Have you ever watched the original?
The
Naked
old
Guns?
ones, yeah, with Leslie Nielsen, yeah, and it's like
one of the
Don't Call Me Shirley, whatever.
Time.
You know what I mean?
Orenthal James Simpson.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be OJ, big OJ.
There's a little bit in the trailer where they're all like looking. It's all like the cast is supposed to be like all the kids of the original cast, and so like it's going along to like 3 different people, and then it cuts to this black dude, and he's looking at OJ's picture, and he's like,
"Is that the new one?"
Yeah, they're all like,
"You seen
it?
I'm
gonna make you proud, Dad."
Did you watch it?
The trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good. They're divulging a lot of information in the trailer.
What do you mean?
I was like,
it's just one little bit where they're all like just supposed to be the kids of the original cast.
He's OJ's kid?
Yeah. And they're
okay, I see.
So they're all like looking at their dad's pictures like, I'm going to make you so proud. Like, I'm going to do this. And then he cuts to this dude, he's just looking at OJ's pictures like, I don't think I can say anything.
Nah, it's hard to make the juice proud.
Yeah, no.
Hard to make the
Really is easy to upset him.
But no, I feel like at first I had the same thought where I was like, there's no
There's zero chance.
way
Yeah.
this will be good. But then it kind of grew on me, and it's just like, I don't know. I saw a couple Instagram things where I was like, well, maybe this will be like it's just a nuanced turn. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like he's just dead serious and dumb instead of like slapstick and dumb.
Which was Leslie Nielsen. Like Leslie Nielsen just played everything super straight.
Yeah.
Which was the funny part.
He classically is like a silly man, though.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah, I guess he does play dumb. I guess that is like the whole Leslie Nielsen thing, like the whole "Don't call me Shirley" ball.
Yeah. Surely you can't be serious.
Is that?
That's Airplane. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
what a legend.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen's great. Fucking Liam Neeson is also great. I hope he does. I hope it's good, but it might be the worst thing ever created.
Yeah, I think it can only go one of two ways. I don't think it's gonna be just okay.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hilarious or it's gonna be really bad.
What percentage of movies do you think are like good nowadays?
Nowadays?
Yeah.
What's your baseline for like good? Like something I'd rewatch ever or like
definitely not something like you watch it and you're like that moved. You have to be moved by something. I feel the same way about music. Yeah, like moved. Like you don't have to cry, but like you have to be like, wow, that was fucking great. Like you really like. I would say like for you, like you like Poor Things.
I love Poor Things. Yeah.
So like that's
yeah.
I'll say make that a good movie.
I'd say out of the last like since the pandemic, like the last like 3-4 years, probably a solid 15 to 20%.
Yeah.
There's some shit ass movies right now. And what's really disappointing is like A24 is kind of going downhill for me.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean,
like it used to be if it was an A24 movie, solid. At least like a good movie.
It's just the cinematography is just like so they kind of Travis Scott it out. I always said my biggest criticism of Travis was that and I was like a Travis fan young. My biggest criticism of him was that he became a cliche of himself.
Yeah.
He created the sound, and then other people took the sound, and then he took that sound from them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're just doing yourself watered down.
Well, it is, that and just like knowing like what will sell and just like repeating that over and over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, as a whole company, it's harder to like track down your dignity.
Yeah.
But
well, especially like music is hard because like you can get trapped in that easily as an artist, whereas like a studio,
like Sabrina Carpenter right now.
Sure,
she is getting. Talk about the juice is loose. There, the juice is loose on Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't know. It seems sexual. What are you referring to?
I'm saying that I think it's funny. I'm sorry. I want to go back to what you were saying. But I was thinking about, I had a thought today where it was like, damn, this dude, Sabrina Carpenter's dad got mad.
The Usher thing? Yeah.
But I think that was surprising because he still hasn't, that means he still hasn't come to the conclusion that his daughter is owned by the music industry.
Yeah.
Owned.
No, yeah.
And who owns the music industry? I'm just kidding. Who owns the weather, though? I'm just kidding again. But you know what I'm saying. They're going to town on that young broad. Yeah. They're going to town on her. She's going to town on herself because Billie Eilish, she disproved this concept that you have to be super sexual as like a pretty young female talent. She disproved that. Yeah. But still, like, they're trying to, like, Britney Spears out Sabrina Carpenter and make her, like, really sexual. And, like, even she said some shit where it was like, am I doing 25 right? Am I doing good? This whole single thing? And it's like, fuck, there's no way that thought is not pushed on her by the music industry. No one's sitting around saying,
she's been doing it for years, though.
No one is sitting around saying, I wish Sabrina Carpenter would show more ass. I mean, there are dudes, but it's not the dudes who actually listen to her. It's not the people who actually listen to her music. The people who actually listen to her music and appreciate her for her like songs or pop hits are like, whoa, she's doing a lot. In her album cover, she's getting her hair pulled like a dog by a man, doing a lot for a young girl.
That's
And I understand you're
that's
25.
female
but-
empowerment.
All right, so back to what you were saying. I'm just gonna bite my tongue on that one because you're trying to get me to say something that you want me to say. You want me to say it.
I'm saying with films, it's there's so much different artistic collaboration. Like it doesn't boil down to like a handful of people, where it does in like music sometimes.
Right. Pass through so many hands.
Yeah, but I don't know. A lot of the A24 movies I've watched recently are pretty ass. I watched the one that was with. It's called Death of a Unicorn, with Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega.
I've heard about that.
The eyebrow kid, Will Poulter. This kid.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking the bully from
Sid from Toy Story. Yeah. He was hilarious in it. He was like the only good part that I enjoyed. Paul Rudd was just like nothing in that movie. He was just wasted.
Yeah, that sucks because I kind of looked at that and I was like, oh, that'd be funny for.
Yeah, I was pretty excited, especially when the trailer dropped and it looked like almost like a horror comedy parody of Jurassic Park.
It looked like it might be a fun watch.
Really bad.
Terrible.
Really bad.
How long?
Huh?
How long is it?
It's like close to 2 hours, probably like hour 45-ish.
Justin did a funny joke at an open mic on Friday. Were you there on? It was yesterday. He was saying how like he thinks Fandango should have like a weather type thing on their app where it's like what time of movies instead of feels like for temperature. It's like, yeah, today is 87, feels like 92. Like this movie's an hour and a half, but it feels like 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and I thought that was funny.
That'd be real good.
That's one of those ones probably where it's just like, God,
because it's like a lot of like these longer movies too. Like fucking, what did we go see like 2 years ago? The Scorsese one about the.
Oh my God, Feast of the Hunter's Moon or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Rise of the Hunter's Son.
Yeah. Neither of those.
Killers of the Moons.
There you go.
Lover.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
that
one,
to me did not. It was long, but it did not feel like 3 hours.
Yeah. You saying it was good? You saying that makes it good?
If it goes by quicker, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that. I forgot even. That movie's all right. It's just DiCaprio tweaking out. For some reason, that's become the thing.
Everybody,
everybody loves to see DiCaprio tweak out. It's like I like when he was chill.
I like when he was. Movie I really didn't like was the Earth is Ending one with him.
Yeah, that's another one where he's just freaking out.
The whole movie.
Shutter Island happened and Wolf of Wall Street happened, and they were like, "Whoa, DiCaprio just freaks out like this," and Hollywood just started eating it up.
This guy's pretty good at yelling, huh?
This guy's good at freaking out. Yeah. When he's stressed out, it looks good on camera. It's like Brad Pitt eating. I don't know. I'm getting tired of that. Like that's probably why I've liked The Revenant the most out of most DiCaprio movies in the last like 6-7 years.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of dead throughout the whole movie.
It's kind of chill though.
Yeah,
he
does freak out a bit though.
Yeah, he freaks out. I don't know what he said. He speaks like Star Wars language, dude. I'm like,
in The Revenant?
Yeah, he's not speaking real language. I don't think he's really speaking native tongue in that movie.
I don't remember that scene.
I think he's gibberishing out.
You're talking about Killers of the Flower Moon?
He speaks to his son in whatever the native tongue of the tribe is. Yeah, it might be. It might be their native tongue. I just don't think that DiCaprio could.
Who knows at this point?
But no, yeah, like it's around the same time. Like Inception, he wasn't freaking out in Inception. He wasn't freaking out in Titanic. No. He wasn't freaking out in fucking Catch Me If You Can. He wasn't freaking out in any of these movies.
Gilbert Gape, he kind of freaked out.
He might have been freaking out.
Yeah, he was freaking out a little bit. He was He's a little freaky in Gilbert Gape.
He climbed on that tower. I was like, that boy a freak.
Were you the one who sent the fake movie poster? What's eating Gilbert Grape's pussy?
No, I might have been. I always get those. I always get those sexual. The sexual movie posts.
I gotta
Cockbuster. It's probably Cockbuster.
I gotta show you the.
Cockbuster is the account that posts all of those.
The names of the actors in it. It's pretty good. What'd you say, Cockbuster?
Yeah, I think that's what the account's called. It's like play on Blockbuster, but everything has to do with dick.
Jack might have just sent it to me.
I've definitely seen that before because it's the same account that posted the 10 ways to jack your dick or whatever the fuck. It's like how to jack your dick in 10 days. It's like how to lose a man. McConaughey.
I don't know if I'm gonna find this. I don't know where it was. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, it's fucking. I felt good. I've been doing kind of decent. I knew on Friday that me doing that well was a wrong gauge of. I did the joke about the girl wanting me to eat my own cum today, and people were not feeling it.
No?
No, they laughed at some things. They definitely. I knew it was risky to do the part where I'm like, oh, she likes gay guys. Yeah, of course she wanted me to vote for Kamala, but
Sure, yeah.
I knew that was risky, and then no one laughed. But I kind of
Yeah,
saved it.
that one's not going to hit too hard, I don't think, much places in California.
It worked at this brewery yesterday in front of like 7 people. So I was like, oh, maybe people are light. You know, even when I
Sure.
wrote that, I was like, this is gonna be tough right now, especially with Trump looking like a fucking jackass more than
Yeah.
ever. But yeah, I will say this ice shit. This ice shit is super not chill. You know what I mean? Totally not chill.
Sure, yeah.
But if Trump really doesn't support Israel, I might give him a few brownie points. But I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna. He already kissed the Wailing Wall. I think he's.
If he doesn't, what?
They're talking about not giving Israel support right now for the war against Iran. They're talking about just backing out and just be like, this is on you guys. But I think that's genuinely propaganda, and I think when it comes down to it, he's still gonna support him. But if he doesn't,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I still don't love the guy. I'm not gonna vote for him in his 3rd term when he changes the rules and wants to run a 3rd term.
Sure, exactly.
But I will say that he'll earn a few brownie points if he has the balls to just because he did that to Zelensky, but I think he still gave Zelensky like billions of dollars in support. But remember, did you ever see the press conference when he with JD Vance and him and JD Vance are just 2-manning Zelensky?
Yeah, it's not even a press conference. He's in the
it's
Oval
like,
Office. And
we gave you a lot of support. You did nothing.
You're wearing the tracksuit. I don't know why you're wearing the tracksuit.
Yeah, dude. Zelensky, that's what Zelensky. And then Zelensky get his ass just shameless. Zelensky is shameless, but Putin's also fried ass. Putin is a villain. Zelensky is a pussy. Netanyahu's also a villain. I'm thinking Trump is a pussy.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely a pussy.
And I'm kind of thinking Kim Jong is kind of sick right now. Did you see the propaganda video Korea put out?
No.
It might
Recently?
I hope it wasn't AI, but
I'm sure it was. I don't think we're getting Korean propaganda over here.
It was just the news. I saw a clip. I hope it's real. I saw a clip. There's no way.
You're talking about his like 7 hole-in-ones and
that was nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I believe
classic.
that. Yeah,
that's as classic as No Pooper.
We need to get him on the PGA Tour.
We need him on Live.
Yeah, Live.
And we need pay him up a little bit, give him a few more tanks, and I think he might even pay to be on Live if he was offered. I think they'd be like, listen, if you pay us,
he doesn't have money.
We'll make you look ill. He'll just trade some slave workers. So I don't know how he's going to make it happen. He would make it happen if he wanted to. But, I mean, I think he's uninterested. He already mastered the art form anyways of golf.
He's done. He played one round, he's done.
7 holes and 9 holes in one in the first round he's ever played at golf?
Something like that. He shot like a 41 or something.
Kind of sounds like me out there.
Yeah.
But no, I think there's a video. I think it had to be AI, but I saw a clip on Instagram like yesterday or today where it was like it's supposed to be Korean news. And it was like, it's just a lady just monotoningly, if that's a word, delivering the news. And she just like a picture pulls up of Trump and she's like, the inferior fat leader. It's just like shits on him with simple adjectives.
Korean news?
Yeah, that's what it said. It said it was Korean, like news from North Korea. But there's no way.
I don't think they have news there.
They probably have. That's probably all they got. They probably just got news like about Kim Jong just shooting.
Yeah, I think it's just books about Kim Jong. Un and Il.
They gotta have like a TV. That's even more. What's more dictatorship? What's more like dystopian dictatorship? No TVs and just books, or TV, but there's only one channel that delivers propaganda about how great the leader is. I'm thinking
probably that. Yeah.
I'm thinking the latter.
Yeah.
I think that's
kind of no books whatsoever. I think that's the time.
Yeah,
books are empowering.
Books are way too empowering. Yeah,
words are knowledge.
No reading.
Yeah,
no betterment.
No. Found this by the way.
Yeah. What's eating Gilbert Grape's big fat wet pussy?
Yeah. You see the cast?
Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio,
DiCaprio.
Juliette Spewis.
Yeah.
Spewis. No, the best is
look at Leo.
the best is when you start getting into these. The tags have everything
yeah?
too. Yeah, it's a cockbuster rental, and the tag says, "What's eating Gilbert Gape?" What's eating? Oh, it's Gilbert Gape. I didn't realize
hell
that.
yeah.
What's eating Gilbert Gape? Gapes, and it's ... and it says ass to ass pictures. Yeah, that's nice. So I'll have to throw that up there on the video. But speaking of video and doing the podcast, we might. I was thinking about we might want to invest in starting doing 2 hours and doing second half in the Patreon, cutting it in half, switching to a Patreon.
2-hour episodes.
Yeah, and then or like 150 to 2 hours.
We'll
and
see.
second half, the second hour is just Patreon. I mean, we got. I think we would get a few subscribers, to be honest.
We can discuss that.
Make it $5. It's. I think it's easier said than
discuss it off.
Easier done than said. I think easier done. But yeah, fucking. What else is going on in the news, man? Fucking. I've been spending way too much time on Threads.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten on there.
I'll go through Threads sometimes and be like, who the fuck is believing this shit? Like, clear people just rage baiting. Just, I wonder if there's a thing. It's just generalized as rage baiting, but like saying, there's got to be a term for like saying the opposite of what you know everybody's going to say.
Yeah.
Just to get comments.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not, it is rage baiting, but it's.
There's a huge trend on like just reels too, where people will comment, like the caption on the video doesn't happen or the opposite happens in the video.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the comments and there's just thousands of comments being like, yeah, waited for this to happen, didn't, jackass. And then like so many people are like, yeah, what do you think the point of this video is?
Well, that's even more in depth. I'm talking more about like a video that's like universally relatable. And then there's one guy that's on there that's just like, fuck this isn't true. And then it just gets like 900 comments. Yeah, like 900 replies being like, you're a fucking idiot. What a clown. Dumbass. You don't know ball. It's like, I see that. I see people talking about like.
Yeah, dude, that, yeah.
Yeah, with the NBA Finals, I've seen a whole lot of that. But it's kind of nice. I mean, I think even, I really hope the Spurs win. They're not going to have Halliburton. But if the Spurs take it to Game 7, no one can say shit. Everyone's going to try to say Thunder still won, but like, we earned respect. Everyone's gonna be afraid of us next year unless we're ass.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday and I was like, I told myself at the beginning of these finals, I would just be happy if we didn't get swept by the Thunder. Because the Thunder were the best team in the league this year, by far. Maybe the Cavs.
Yeah.
But the Thunder were pretty dominant.
Yeah, I mean, they had the MVP.
After that first win, I wanted the win,
dude.
I wouldn't be
every
happy.
time.
Yeah,
every time.
And now I'm like disappointed that we're 3-2, and I'm like, I try to bring myself back to before the final started, where I was like, as long as we don't get swept, I'm good. I'm like, no, fuck that.
I don't know.
I want the fucking trophy.
We still may have a chance, dude. Our number one white boy is gonna get a lot of minutes next game.
Yeah,
Tej.
And a certain fucking dick bender better not,
dude. I'm so tired of seeing that guy miss his free throws. They said he shot like thousands of free throws that night, and then he came in the next game and missed. But that was Threads. Again, I think that was Threads. But anyways, I see Threads. It's funny. I see Threads. There's a particular person at the open mic who's like always just spewing just the worst opinions.
On Threads?
No, in life.
In person.
And, also on Threads.
Okay.
And
what kind of people are on Threads?
Brother, you don't even want to know.
I don't. That's why I've never.
The dumbest people ever. Threads is so shitty because it's the dumbest people ever giving their opinions. Like opinions that are too dumb and unfunny for Twitter.
Yeah.
Get sent to Threads. And not just that, but they crack down on like nudity and stuff. So it's like, it'll be like OnlyFans girls doing like weird workarounds to get interactions. And like that's even more disorienting. So I don't have an example off top right now, but I'll show you one day, and I'll be like, this is what I mean. And I'll try to articulate that next time on the podcast. But But yeah, like they do these weird workarounds that are like somehow more annoying than like when they get a meme page to sponsor them, like showing their tits to like, obviously children who follow this meme page, which is also disorienting. But
Especially when it happened to fucking my man Larry D.
oh, that was the worst. Gets me riled up nonetheless, but I don't like seeing it or thinking about it.
No.
I like as little exposure to porn on my social media as possible.
Please.
I like to keep that separate.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to live a good life.
well, I'm gonna. There's a folder for everything, is what I'm saying. But yeah, just that, and then there's this particular guy that always has terrible opinions. and the other day, someone at an open mic was like, "Where do you guys get your news from?" And the person was just like, "Threads." It's the same guy, and I was like, "Ah, yeah, of course. You're a fucking moron."
Yeah.
That's where you're getting your info from.
I mean, even people that are like, I get most of my news from Twitter. It's like that's not news.
Yeah, I mean, depends on who you're following on Twitter. I mean, if you're following Daniel Rubenstein, former U.S. ambassador, you're gonna probably become under the ideology that free Palestine is as bad as the N-word. If you're taking,
Yeah, that's what you're telling me.
yeah. That tweet is still alive. It still exists.
He strongly believes in it, I guess.
It's fucking absurd. But yeah, it's funny. It's all funny. It's interesting to see how this is gonna go down. This whole stuff.
Israel-Iran stuff?
World War III stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it goes down, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting nonetheless. I haven't talked to my dad about it on purpose.
This is like the 5th World War III, though.
Well, yeah. Well, we're not World War mode yet. It's still
No, I
just the
know,
war
but
in the
like this
Middle
is like
East.
the 5th time that people are like, okay, World War III starting. They said
Yeah.
that about Russia, Ukraine too.
Dude, I heard I don't know if this is true too. I should probably start looking more into things before I just start saying them. But
Yeah, I need to do more research.
I heard
Mostly
today
about my trash cans though.
there's it's that one dude. Who'd you say it was? That one guy who smiles big and is really creepy, has a creepy face, who's like super Republican, cried when Trump got elected.
I
Who was
said
that
this?
guy? Yeah, I think it was you. Maybe it was someone else. It's that one guy who like goes to college campuses and like argues with the people about being pro-life and stuff.
Oh, I think I don't think it was me who told you this, but I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That dude's like ultra Trump. Like ultra, and has always been pretty supportive of Israel every time it's been mentioned. And I saw a video of him like recently being like, no one knows this, but Israel is like this close to a civil war inside of its own country, and it's not been publicized at all outside of just experiencing it. Like it's which I don't know if that's true, but I mean I've definitely seen protests against Bibi Netanyahu by Israeli people.
Bibi?
Yeah, Bibi.
Hmm.
We're close like that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Me and Biebs.
You and the Nets?
Me and the Biebs.
Yeah. Who's also going fucking nuts.
Oh, Biebs.
Yeah.
Talk about there's a lot of nuts Biebs in the world. Bibi Netanyahu's original nuts Biebs, but
Sure.
But Jay Biebs is
He's getting there.
I don't know what he's on, dude. I mean, I like the guy. I think part of me gets it.
And in Men's Mental Health Awareness Month of all times.
Part of me gets it, bro.
Yeah.
Part of me saw that standing on business video, and I was like, I didn't think he was a tough guy, but I was like, yeah, these guys are annoying.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw that video and then
I've never seen a paparazzi video and been like, the paparazzi are actually pretty cool. So
yeah,
it's not that hard to declare, but yeah.
There's a couple times where I'm like, this guy's all right.
Yeah. I like the ones when you ever see the clip where Kanye's like walking with Kim and he has his head down and he runs into a stop sign?
Yeah.
And they're like, Kanye, are you okay? He's like, you fucking stop taking pictures, man. That's one of my favorites. I like that one. That's probably the only paparazzi video I remember off top. I remember another one too.
I like the Toby, the Bully Maguire one where
there's
fucking cars there, motherfucker.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of my way. I love when Toby freaks out.
Yeah.
Now, that's a guy I can get behind freaking out in every movie.
Oh, yeah.
He might have been the freak outer. You know what I mean? I don't think
they are boys too.
Yeah, and him and Marky Mark, they're all boys. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they like taught each other the freak out.
No, I think Toby was the freak out.
I know. Maybe he taught them how to fucking crash out on camera.
You might be right with the whole Toby to Leo thing, but wasn't Marky Mark in that bunch as
No.
well? He wasn't friends with Toby and Leo?
No.
I thought he was.
No. Leo
I
and
thought that's why Basketball Diaries was like, kind of cool because they were.
no, they hated each other on that set.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who were the
Because
other
Mark Wahlberg was still Marky Mark essentially during Basketball Diaries.
Who was
He's
the
just
other
so
buddy?
full of
Oh,
himself.
was it River Phoenix? Was the other buddy in that group of friends?
He might have been.
There was another
but
boy. There's another.
There's the fucking E from Entourage.
He was buddies with them.
Yeah. It was like those three were like the.
Yeah, I knew it was another guy, but yeah, maybe I think Toby was the OG freak outer because he just comes so natural to him.
I've never seen the full movie, but I love so many scenes from that movie, Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a full crash out movie.
Fucking do with these hands, dude. I would love to do that to Natalie Portman.
Just crash out in front of her.
Yeah,
Yell at her.
Just scare and yell at her.
Yeah.
For the sake of a movie, and just walk off and be like, great scene.
Yeah.
Just take all my rage out on her for making me so horny as a kid.
Sure.
I love Natalie Portman, dude.
Padme. Yeah.
It wasn't even Padme, dude. It was when I was a young boy. I saw Leon the Professional, and I was like, dream. This is my dream. This nutty bitch.
12-year-old Natalie Portman.
I was 9 or younger than that. I was probably like even younger. I was probably younger than that.
Whatever you say, bud.
I was probably younger than that when she was 12 because she's older than me now. So
I know, but you didn't watch the movie when it came out.
no, I watched it young though. My brother put me onto it pretty young.
Sure.
But I thought that was fun. I was talking to Robbie recently, and he was like, I said something about age, and be like, yeah, they're this age now, or something. I forget the context of it, but it was like I was like, they're this age now, and he's like, oh damn, still, just like kind of making conversation, just like nonchalantly, like, oh, still, and I was like, what do you think they caught up? I can't think of what it was because it was so contextual, but it was basically the concept where it's like, like when you're a kid and people like it feels like child actors are like in your same age range, and then you get a little older and you realize they're like 5-8 years older than you. You ever experienced that phenomenon?
I experienced the opposite because I worked on a show that was a reboot of a show I watched when I was a kid. And watching it as a kid, I'm like, these people are on TV. They have to be older than me. And then when I met them and like talked to them, I was like, how have you not seen this fucking classic movie? They're like, I'm fucking 28. And I was like 26 at the time. I'm like, oh, fuck me. It's so fucking weird to think about.
How old were the cast of said reboot?
Of iCarly?
Yeah, when you were working on it.
Yeah. They were.
Did you say iCarly?
No.
Oh, I didn't want to.
But I was just like giving the
wanna
context
dox
of
you.
being like, I was watching.
How old was the Grove when you were shooting the reboot?
She was like 30, I think, and I was like 25, 26.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago. It seems like it was just a couple days ago.
No, I started 2021.
What time is it, dude? I'm fucking sweating. It's
I know.
steamy in here. But
We've been going for 47 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't ask Jack for an update, huh?
No, we didn't.
No, that's all right. We don't really need it that much, but yeah.
But no, I experienced kind of the opposite. But I mean, I'm sure there's been instances where I was like, yeah, these people are like my age and they're actually like 20 years older than me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw I would see like Nickelodeon shows and be like, yeah, this is my life. And then all of a sudden I'm like 15 and they're 23 and I'm like, what the fuck?
Or dude, when
they're
I was
crashing out now. They're fucking Justin Bieber's fucking drinking, smiling in his fucking.
When I was like fucking like 8 or 9 or whatever, I was watching, like Hannah Montana. And the fucking brother on the show. I mean, I didn't know this for like a while, but I was always like, he's the older brother. He's probably like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Like 18, 19, maybe 20 years old.
Wait, the older brother on Hannah Montana? I don't even remember who that is.
He was just a blonde kid. He was just like
shorter
blonde kid.
I remember.
He was like 32 when they were filming that show.
What the shit?
Playing like a 16-year-old. Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Like everything wise, it's
Yeah.
a little weird. But I mean, I guess that's
He's probably like close to like 50 years old now.
Yeah. I don't. It's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's an anomaly though.
I wish, dude. I used to, when I was like 23, 24, people would look at me and be like, oh, I thought you were 20, 21. And now I'm like, oh, people are like, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm 28. And they're like, huh. That's
Yeah,
about
dude.
right. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I thought
Yeah,
I was still
know.
youthful.
I did too.
I think my fucking, what's it called? My, what's your,
Mitochondria.
no, my midichlorians.
Yeah, midichlorian.
Yeah, no, I think my midichlorians are flaring up. No, what your, it's not your fucking,
Metabolism?
no, it's like there's an age. Your body has an age. Like the health of your body has an age. Metabolic age.
Yeah.
Yeah, metabolism. But yeah, your metabolic age is. When I was like 24, it was like 20 and 21.
Yeah.
I haven't checked in forever, but I fucking sure hope it's not 28.
I feel old.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel old. I feel kind of fucking.
When I started working in TV, I was like the youngest person in the office. And now everybody's younger than me. And I fucking hate it.
That would kind of put it into perspective. Thankfully, my work is like, it's kind of a mixed bunch, but I mean,
obviously not everybody, but like my direct coworkers.
I feel embarrassingly young sometimes. Most times. Like people my age will be talking about like doing this or like getting married and like having kids. And I'm like, I ate a DiGiorno.
Yeah.
3 times today.
It was DiGiorno.
I had a DiGiorno for lunch, dinner, and super dinner.
Yeah. Super dinner.
I still do super dinners. I'm 28 years old. I feel like I should have gave up super dinners by now, but I don't think that's something that's going anytime soon. I think I might be super dinner for life.
I had Fruit Loops the other day, and I was like, what are you doing with your life?
Fruit Loops hit, though, dude.
They're fucking...
Dude, you give me some Fruity Pebbles, dude, I'll start goo-goo gaga all over the place. I'm fucking child on a Fruity Pebbles, dude.
The end of my work when, like, craft service stopped, like, we weren't getting, like, free food, especially, like, free breakfast, like, good breakfast, like eggs and, you know.
Yeah.
We had cereal in the
I'll
office.
crush some free eggs, dude.
And to
Some
be fair,
candied
there
eggs.
was, like, a 40-year-old that would eat honey fucking...
Bunch of
Golden
sodas.
Grams every day.
Golden Grams are bussin'.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
almost,
like
that's still,
I should
that's
have
too
looked.
immature for me, Golden Grams.
I should have looked at him and been like, I'm fine. But every time I would have a bowl of Golden Grams, I'd be like, God, fucking get your shit together.
Golden Grams are too immature, bro. You might as well eat fucking Raisin Bran.
Golden Grams are essentially Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Just less childlike, child friendly, less poison. What?
Sure. So they're less immature.
I'm sorry. Golden Grams are less mature. No, Golden Grams are. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is less mature than Golden Grams. Golden Grams is more mature than Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. It's more of an adult cereal. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still felt like a fucking wasted fucking life form.
I got a bag of.
Anytime I eat cereal.
I got like a pound bag of off-brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch just chilling on the fridge right now. And I'll tell you what.
I still have the Fruit Loops in my cabinet.
I don't always get feisty, but dude, sometimes I'll dome. I still eat cereal exclusively out of cups. It's one thing.
What?
Exclusively out of cups, dude.
Just dry or with milk?
No, of course with milk, but
a spoon or you just drink it?
I eat it with a spoon, and then drinking. If I'm gonna drink the cereal, that's really talking kid. That's really when I take a look at myself and say, or what are you doing? You gotta fix this.
Yeah.
But no, I eat it with the spoon.
Sometimes your hands are busy though.
Oh, my hands, boy. Stay
your hands are always busy.
Especially my right hand.
Yeah.
Both hands actually. But no, that's a cup of cereal.
Yeah.
Just a cup of
See, that's like one of the main things I can't wait for. You know, if I ever have kids, is to like
finish their cereal milk.
Well, no, I always finish my cereal milk.
Finish their cereal milk.
No, I'll let them finish it.
My kid doesn't eat his cereal milk. I'm calling him a pussy and disowning him.
If they don't finish their cereal milk? Yeah, no, I'll teach them well.
Same with pizza crust.
Yeah, dude, oh my God. I can't stand people that don't eat their crust.
Bro, forget about
It's the best part.
I will kill my kid if he doesn't eat his pizza crust.
Okay.
Murder.
But I can't wait to do fucking kid stuff again. And be like, it's not for me. It's for them.
It's always gonna be for you, dude.
You know, I'm not telling them that.
Nah, dude.
Fucking building Legos.
Oh
fucking,
my god.
I'm gonna break out my old Bionicles.
And your Lego ships are gonna be way worse than theirs. That's gonna be embarrassing.
Who gives a shit?
Kids are so good at Legos these days.
That's
dude.
when I can go. Oh, I wasn't even trying.
Kids are so fucking good
This
at
is
Legos.
for kids.
My nephew builds Legos. I'm like, there's no way you did this. There's no way. And he did it. It's like 7 pieces.
Off book.
Huh?
Off book, just freehanding.
No, he's not. I'm not. What? He's a fucking genius. He's not going to Harvard. He's not going to freehand Legos.
I can follow instructions.
Well, could you follow instructions when you were 4 years old?
Fuck yeah, dude. I've been building Legos my life.
Cat. Stop the
You gotta,
cat.
you gotta come see my collection.
What are you, Miles Turner?
No, I'm not that fucking nerdy.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this pitch. Do you wanna you drill it into GPT?
I ain't got it on my phone.
You don't have GPT on your phone?
Let me see. I don't think so.
I got a
By the way,
pass.
this Jason Earls guy was born in 1977. So what's that mean?
What's Jason Earls?
The
Who's that?
brother on,
Oh, 77? That's
so
fucking
48,
so old, yeah.
right?
Yeah, 48.
Yeah. And like, what was it? 10 years ago, he was a fucking child on a TV show.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I've always had this thing in my mind where I was like, why are they so accelerated? Their
Alright, I
growth
got it.
accelerates. Yeah, I always kind of as an adult I started to associate it with like being in Hollywood. Like Hollywood just like forces people to grow up way too fast. Like California does that already. Like I remember Robbie being like, yeah, kids in California were like losing their virginity when they were like 10, 11, 12. And it's like, yeah, crazy.
10?
Crazy. I mean, like that's probably the word. That's like probably the people that grow up and do heroin. But like 12 was normal. Like 12, 13 was like normal. And I remember hearing that and it's like, damn, that's like imagine being a famous kid in Hollywood.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know all the stories about Drew Barrymore, right?
Nah,
Like when she was like 10, she was like smoking, like she was like chain smoking and like going to like clubs.
too much,
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. And that's Sabrina
Well,
Carpenter's
like-
getting the Barrymore treatment right now, dude.
Yeah, but she's
I mean,
of
25,
age. Yeah.
But I mean,
But like who you're saying she's been treated like, Brittany, she was like 15.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mixed feelings. We'll
Yeah.
see.
All right.
Not that I don't, appreciate. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the art and the promo for the new Sabrina Carpenter album. As a straight man, I can appreciate it. But
Sure, yeah.
but still, I think it's
It's a bit much,
disorienting.
especially when it's being marketed to like teenage girls.
Like when you show ass and Instagram on an Instagram reel and the comments are dudes being like, what the fuck? Like majority of the comments are dudes being like, what the fuck? Than dudes being like, fuck yeah. Because Instagram's like the most volatile, or not volatile, this is the most vile place. It's the most nasty, bunch of
Sure.
nasty boys on Instagram going crazy in comments, wanting Bob's and Vagine.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was surprising to me. That's when I was like, oh, maybe my feelings aren't wrong about this. Maybe this is a natural feeling.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the movie pitch was so like a heist that I don't know. It's not even a heist. I wouldn't even say. I don't know if it's a gang. Even it's just a group of thieves plan a heist that revolves around shutting down the Wi-Fi in a rich area because they know that the Wi-Fi controls all the surveillance in modern times. So when they are thieves, you can write this better, but yeah, the concept is so fucking when they're thieving around, there's no data, there's no video evidence,
Let me think of like
there's no ring doorbells, there's no nothing.
Let me think of like a heist duo, kind of like in the vein of the Wet Bandits,
I don't know what bandits.
Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
Let me think of like 2 actors, and I'll throw them in there with that plot. Let's go with.
Is it a funny movie or is it
Yeah,
serious?
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be seriously kind of horrific. Like, what if they walk in on some fucked up shit and that becomes the movie? Or maybe it's funny. Maybe they just fuck around. They're gonna have
no,
to encounter some
I'll
adversity.
I'll call it a thriller. So I'll say this movie's a thriller starring Tom Hardy and
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins
What a cast.
as thieves who break into
burglar duo.
burgle,
I don't know.
burglarize a wealthy neighborhood by shutting down the Wi-Fi in the area, thus
disabling all surveillance, all home surveillance,
all home surveillance,
all modern home surveillance
and
technology.
security systems. All right. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
God, this is a long thing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it gives you a lot.
All right, the title. I don't mind it. It's not too bad. Offline.
I like that.
Pretty good.
That's pretty damn good.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Tom Hardy stars as Evan Drake, a brilliant but disillusioned IT expert with a criminal past, and Walton Goggins as Dale Grinder Pruitt, a reckless and charismatic con artist with a penchant for risk.
He is on Grinder for sure.
Yeah. Together, they form an unlikely partnership built on a shared talent for exploiting technology and a mutual disdain for the ultra-wealthy. Set in an upscale suburban enclave, the film begins with a montage of Evan and Dale meticulously planning their heists. Using Evan's expertise, they deploy a sophisticated device capable of disabling Wi-Fi and cellular networks across entire neighborhoods. By plunging these smart homes into a tech blackout, they render modern security systems useless. Their plan is airtight, or so it seems. The duo targets the secluded, gated community of Silverwood Heights, home to tech moguls, social media influencers, and investment bankers. Their spree begins smoothly, with Evan and Dale breaching lavish mansions and looting treasures with surgical precision. However, as they delve deeper into their latest target, a sprawling estate owned by enigmatic billionaire Victoria Cross, played by Charlize Theron.
Did you throw that in there?
No, it just gave me that.
All right.
They uncover something far darker than they anticipated. In Victoria's home, they stumble upon a hidden room brimming with surveillance monitors, encrypted servers, and unnervingly detailed profiles on the residents of Silverwood Heights. The files suggest blackmail, secret deals, and potentially murder.
I'm getting a little goosebumpies.
I know.
I'm getting goosey bumpies.
Realizing they've tripped into a larger conspiracy, the two find themselves hunted, not only by Victoria's private security, but also by a shadowy organization linked to the billionaire's illicit dealings. As the night unfolds, the thieves become fugitives within the very neighborhood they sought to rob. They must use their cunning and resourcefulness to evade capture, unravel Victoria's secrets, and escape alive.
Very cheeky, GPT.
Yeah. What begins as a high-stakes heist morphs into a pulse-pounding cat-and-mouse game with deadly stakes.
ChatGPT snapped on
Dude,
that
this one fucking, yeah.
That's by far the best. That's one of the best responses I've ever gotten from ChatGPT. Given
it just threw in Charlize there too.
Yeah, tossed it in
as Victoria's Secret.
Nasty character names.
Yeah,
nasty
dude.
Fucking movie name. That's
Evan Drake
awesome.
is it's kind of a bit Nathan Drake-ish.
Of course, yeah.
But it's still a good name,
It's good.
especially for Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Dale Grinder Pruitt.
Bat Boys are Grinder if I've ever seen one. All right, so you know what's next, right?
Huh.
Movie poster. Drill that boy in there.
Can I do that?
Yeah, that's what we did last time for the Jack Black movie. Remember?
Do I have to have the plus thing?
No.
Okay.
No. Just say, can you make a movie poster for it? Let's see how good it gets their faces if it throws them in there.
Okay, getting started.
It's pretty badass.
Processing.
I mean,
image.
to be fair, that is a great idea for a movie.
That's a really good, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's fair that it was able to run with it and have so many more good ideas.
By the way, we're copywriting offline, so don't write this, you bitches.
Sons of bitches, all 68 of you, and you feet guys.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys.
I know
write
you got nothing
scripts.
better to do than fucking look at feet and steal movies. So don't look at my feet.
Tape those.
Let me distract
yeah,
you.
Yeah. Put your hands on your dick, not your keyboard.
Yeah.
All right.
While it's processing.
We'll throw it in at the end. But yeah.
Yeah. The themes are the fragility of technology-dependent lifestyles, the ethics of modern surveillance and privacy,
Smart
and the
homes.
moral ambiguity of crime when juxtaposed against institutional corruption.
Yeah, the term smart homes was the term that I was like, it was out there in the ether that I was looking for. But yeah.
Tone and style, fast-paced with moments of tension-filled silence. A mix of sleek technological intrigue and gritty, character-driven drama. Thrilling chase sequences and clever gadget-based improvisation.
Yeah, that shit would be sick.
Yeah.
That's a banger right there.
Yeah.
We wrote it. It's a banger.
It's our movie,
It's our movie. We wrote it. Yeah. I would say that that's an absolute banger send off. We'll throw the poster in at the end or in post. Throw the post in post.
Yeah. You don't want to wait and get our reactions of it?
No, it's all
right.
Yeah, we didn't last time either.
We didn't?
No, I don't think so. I think it was after. All right.
That poster was pretty creepy.
That poster was pretty creepy, but it was nice. I hope this one's good and
Yeah.
creepy too. I think you signed up last time. Fucking babies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and I'll be damned if we haven't gone again. Goodbye.
I guess it's go time.
Disgusting
I
way to
guess
sign off.
it's go time.